Good evening, everyone. I'm Carmine Gemei. If you live in or around Casper, you know today was about one thing in the sports world. The Peach Basket. Kelly Walsh basketball at Natrona County to decide who's number one. And believe me, both teams were there. Even though this is invisible, both teams showed up. And you know, both of those student sections brought it loud and proud. Check out the NC football guys showing off their Mustang manhood. The Kelly Walsh wrestling team not saving any energy for tomorrow and Saturday. And on the court, the Trojans went all out too. Danny Linshell with the corner jumper and won. She's the Gatorade Volleyball Player of the Year in this state. Then her state champ teammate on the volleyball team, Hadley Lloyd. She gets her own and won. But the 1-16 Mustangs played their hearts out tonight. Great sequence here. Kate Robertson to Tessa Kugenauer, Kylie Hildebrand for the bucket. It was a 1-point game near the end of the third, but Kelly Walsh just too strong. Isabel Lyons banks in the jumper. Doesn't matter if she called it, because the Trojans win back-to-back Peach Basket. The Kelly Walsh girls win in a closer game than expected, 43-38 over NC. Afterwards, although not wearing her camo outfit, Trojans coach Sarah Twomey had a hunting reference to sum up the game.
We were talking about being a lion or being a gazelle, and both of them have a chance to live every day, and we were definitely the gazelle today. And all we had to do was outrun the slowest gazelle, and we won the game.
It's basically bragging rights, mostly. Well, sometimes we can get on each other and we push each other, but we're all friends in the end.
And the boys playing for their own Golden Peach Basket. Jet George and Jordan Bertinoli somehow in the stands and on the court at the same time. And NC didn't have a basket for the first 6 minutes of the game until Wilsk Jackson takes it hard to the rim. He puts it up and in. You know, Ryan Sorensen's a great kicker, but he's also a great passer. Check out that look to Jet George for the easy one. But you knew this young man was going to be a problem. Davion McAdam off the feed from Michael Bradley. Davion's averaging 21.5 points per game and 7 boards per game. Not sure about his weight room numbers, but you know those are great too. Later in the second quarter, the Trojans pulling away. Tough take to the cup by sophomore Caleb Cockrum, and one for him. The Kelly Walsh student section loves it. Kelly ends up more than doubling NC's score, winning 70-34. That's their third Peach Basket win in a row, and they're now 16-3 on the season. So the Kelly Walsh boys and girls prove that on the court in Casper, they're number one. And speaking of number ones, 1A West Regionals in Lander tonight. Our own Bobby Fallett on the basketball beat. First, we've got Dubois and the number one in Southwest Encampment. Early on, Sean Stewart, he gets the steal, and they don't call him Stuart Little in Encampment. He takes his time, he hits Reed Schroeder in the corner, and Reed knocks down the three. But the Dubois Rams did not give up. Warren Johnson with a tough take and one for that young man, and he's hyped up, trying to advance in regionals. Then Encampment the other way. Kyle Miller, cool, calm, collected. He's a lefty, but look at that righty no-look pass. And Sean Stewart makes the bucket. Encampment wins by 46 over Dubois, 90-54. They had their offense going in that one. Then Farson-Eden and Meeteetse going at it in Lander. Nick Anderson with the and one floater. Meeteetse trying to make a comeback in the second quarter. That cut Farson's lead to single digits. And then Anderson, another floater. Great touch. Love to see that. But, you know, Farson's got some athletes. They won their first football state title in school history this fall. And here's them running the break off the steal. Hagan Jones all the way for the layup right before the end of the first half. That put Farson up by 11, and the Pronghorns go on to beat Meeteetse by 28. We've got a lot more 1A and 2A regional hoops tomorrow at 5, 6, and 10. And there's a lot of hoops going around the state, as you can tell. But don't forget about the state wrestling championships tomorrow and Saturday at the Casper Event Center. The number one team in 2A is Moorcroft. The number one team in 3A is three-time defending state champ Star Valley. And the number one team in 4A is right here in Casper. That's Kelly Walsh. The Trojans are looking for their first wrestling state championship in school history. Safe to say this has been the best year ever for Trojan wrestling so far. They won the Shane Shadow tournament in Douglas. Then they beat defending 4A state champion Cheyenne East. After that, they won Ronthon for the first time in school history. And finally, they won back-to-back Miller Cups over Natrona County for the first time ever. Now they're set for their biggest challenge yet. And guys, if you want to check out more regional basketball scores, you can check out YO Preps, and definitely tune into the Friday Night Fast Break with you and Phil tomorrow.
Thank you,
Yeah.
Carmine. I almost called you Phil. All right. You had a lot tonight.
I know. Kelly Walsh, #1 in Casper.
All right. We'll be right back after the break.